It was at this point that I had to get a bowl. I had to get a bowl to put beside the bed, so like I wake up to spit in that bowl. It's absolutely crazy. Hey guys, so it's me again, Taiwo. This would be my 8 to 12 weeks update. 8 to 12 weeks pregnancy symptoms was crazy for me. Oh my god, that was when the sickness started kicking in. I became so ill. I would puke every minute, and I wouldn't, like, every morning I can't wake up without puking. Like, I sleep spitting, I wake up spitting, my mouth, oh my god, I draw like a dog. It's so bad. Yes, but I've got some symptoms that I've written that I don't want to miss. So my 8 to 12 weeks pregnancy symptoms has been really like awful. I said in my last video that maybe the next video would be 9 to 13 weeks or 9 to 12 weeks, but I've decided to just name this one 8 to 12 weeks because after 8 weeks, you know, like once you click that 8 weeks, then you go like 8 plus 1 day, 8 plus 2 days, 8 plus 3 days, and I don't want to like go like make a video without making those days as well. So that's why I'm doing 8 to 12 weeks in this video. So 8 to 12 weeks was when I noticed that, oh my god, the illness started, and then I tested and it was positive, which was the video, you know, where I shared my live pregnancy test with you guys. If you haven't seen that video, you need to go and watch that video. I'll leave the description below. So I became so nauseous, like I said, I would vomit every morning, very fatigued. Oh my god, I was so fatigued out every minute. And another horrible thing that I noticed was that I wouldn't finish a meal without getting so tired. So tired, I was getting worried. I was getting so worried. And like I would, after breakfast, I would tell my husband that I'm so tired, I want to go straight to bed. Then I wake up to eat lunch, and then I know that I'm going straight to bed afterwards. Like, I'm literally finishing eating and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I didn't experience that with my first and second pregnancy, and it's so ridiculous. Like, I know that once I finish eating, I would have to go straight to bed because I'll be super tired. So that's another thing. And the horrible taste in my mouth that was starting between my 4 to 8 weeks kicked in real time between my like 8 from 8 weeks plus. So that just kicked in. And another thing was my trousers were starting not to fit anymore. So like from 8 weeks, I know it's quite early, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because it's my third pregnancy, but from 8 weeks I had to go pregnancy clothes shopping. And during that time, it was I think it was about Christmas, around that Christmas New Year time, so there was a lot of sales going on. So like I bought things from New Look, from H&M, and I think Gap as well. I'm not sure if I bought things from Gap, but I think my husband did mention that maybe we should go to, but I can't remember. But I do remember that we went to Gap, we went to H&M and New Look, and we were able to get some nice pregnancy, you know, bargain from there as well. And another thing that I noticed between my 8 to 12 weeks was that I went off food completely. Like, I was having cravings between 4 and 8 weeks, but from 8 to 12 weeks I didn't have any cravings at all. No cravings. I didn't have any cravings. And then another thing is I went off food texture. Like, any food that you put in your mouth that would have a texture, I went off that. So I went off rice, I went off loads of things. I went off chicken, I went off bread, I went off so many things. Yes, I went off so many things. And that was when I started having soup. Okay, the only thing that I could have was soup, which was absolutely ridiculous because then we had, like, my husband was just, oh bless him, he would, like, you know, then he was coming up with ideas of the kind of soups that we can make to help me, you know, still get all the nutrients that I need, you know, for pregnancy. So it would buy things like celery and carrot and, you know, loads of tomato. So sometimes we'd make like celery soup, and sometimes we'd make tomato and bacon soup, and sometimes we'd make what was it, were we making like potato soup? Have I said that? Yeah, we made tomato, then vegetable soup. Yes. So during that time, I was having soup anyway, and it went down quite well. It went down really really well. Because I couldn't feel any texture in my mouth, it was fine. And then after that, then I was able to start having very 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 soft spaghetti drenched in tomato sauce. And when I mean drenched, I mean like I don't want to taste the spaghetti, I don't want to feel the spaghetti, I just want to put it in my mouth and taste the tomato. So it was almost like soup, but I didn't appreciate any taste at that time. And yeah, so basically from 8 to 12 weeks I basically was living on spaghetti and soup. Spaghetti in tomato sauce, spaghetti in tomato sauce and soup. So basically, yeah, that's what I lived on. I was still waking up to eat, like I was experiencing in my 4 to 8 weeks. Still waking up to eat, starving every second. And another thing that kicked in from 8 to 12 weeks is back pain. So I would like stand up from a sitting position and I would scream, like I would have to hold on to something in order to like gain my balance. And if I want to stand up from bed, I don't know, maybe because I was like starting to like my bump was starting to grow from 8 weeks, because I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I had to start buying some maternity clothes. So I think that was telling on my back. Like I would want to get up from bed and I have to like take it steadily, because it felt like the tailbone, right, like right down below our back, that's where the pain was coming from. So it felt like a cracking pain. Yes, I think that started around 8 weeks, which was absurd, because I felt like that was too early anyway. And what else did I have? Yes, the spitting was still there. I'm sorry that I'm looking at my phone. Yeah, the spitting was still there. I'm so sorry, you guys. I know a little bit of TMI, but it got to a point. I think it was at this point that I had to get a bowl. I had to get a bowl to put beside the bed, so like I wake up to spit in that bowl. It's absolutely crazy. Like, because you're pregnant, like in pregnancy you have to have a bowl for spit, and I'm so sure that I'm not the only one, because I'm also in the pregnancy group, and I remember ladies complaining about this same thing, that they have a cup for spitting in. Mine was a bowl, guys. It was crazy. Yes, so from about 8 to 12 weeks I started spitting, and you can't tell a pregnant woman not to have that bowl, because that bowl was a savior. So because sometimes I would sit down, I'll be having conversation with my kids or my husband, and instead of me like standing up to go to the bathroom every second, I had my bowl beside me that I would just spit in. I know it sounds gross, but it was just comfortable for me, and then I could change it like maybe every hour or every 2 hours. And my husband was really good as well, because he would change it for me, yes. So that was something that I started doing from 8. Even as I'm speaking to you guys, I'm already getting yes, I feel like I need to spit somewhere anyway. And yeah, from 8 to 12 weeks I couldn't stand the smell of food. I couldn't stay in the kitchen when you're boiling meat, when you're cooking meat. Oh my god, when you're cooking chicken, rice, any food, anything, I just couldn't stand it. Onions and all those things. Yeah, I think it's called food aversion, I'm not sure. And I was still sleepy as well from like I mentioned in my last video, 4 to 8 weeks pregnancy symptoms, and it's still there. So I would wake up, like I would finish eating, I'm like really tired. Yes. So I think that's everything. And my boobs were still hurting as well, and they were still like painful and everything. But the good thing is, from the moment you find out you're pregnant, they advise you to get a sport bra, and that's exactly what I was wearing anyway, so I didn't have to go bra shopping or anything. And another thing I noticed about the sport bra is that even though my boobs got bigger, my sport bra still, like, it could still fit. I know that, I think now it's getting to that point where I know that I would probably need another one, but from like 4 to 8 weeks and 8 to 12 weeks I was still fine. So yes, so I think that's everything for my 8 to 12 weeks update. Yes, I'm trying to think in my head just to make sure that I am not leaving anything out. I think that would be it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.